According to the words on the screen, we are live. Just barely, by the way. Just barely alive. Or sorry, barely alive. Barely alive. Come on, internet. Let me have my live stream, please. Let me see if I can, hold on. Maybe if I type something in the old chat thing. What's a fun thing to type into chat on your own stream? Know how to spell first. I can't spell extravaganza, unfortunately. What the shit? I just tried to type something and it wouldn't let me. Now I feel sad. Sad elves. Top chat. Oh, down here. We'll go with special. That's easier to spell. There we go. Skip that shite. Okay. So I am on absolute lack of sleep because I didn't really realize it was daylight savings day or whatever, and then my group went till like way too late last night, which ended up being a way late, an hour later than way late. Then I had to do some shit before I went to bed, and that made it even, yeah. I'm trying to think how many hours of sleep I'm on right now. 7 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, like that. And I require more than that. Anywho's, we're back with another edition of Breakfast with Elveshelves. I gotta make some coffee. And I hate to admit it, I still haven't taken my recycling out from last week. And we had 4 inches to go, and now we're down to the last inch before it's countertop height. I think I'm gonna take care of that today, because that's getting a little ridiculous. I keep waking up every morning, and no one has done that. One of them deals. You're experienced that in life? No one shows up and does your chores for you? Now, the trash is getting a little tall too. I don't like the trash going higher than the top of the trash can, but the recycling, recycling is just clean trash, right? That's just trash of a clean nature. So I don't mind if that like spills over the top and goes everywhere. I gotta turn the volume down on this TV real quick. One second. Why doesn't the volume work faster than that? There we go. So there I was. Coffee is ready to go. I did make water. Make water. He's making water! Well, I actually make water. Keep it in the fridge. That's the thing on my list. I need to get a new pressure tank for my reverse osmosis. The thing is struggling. I'm pretty sure, I don't even like to admit some of this stuff. You ever see something going on in your life and you're just like, nah, I'm just going to pretend that's not happening. I'm doing that with my reverse osmosis right now. So, I'm pretty sure the bladder inside my reverse osmosis is broken, which is kind of garbage, which probably means the water's rusty before it goes into the reverse osmosis. So I'm probably I'm extra filtering, well, would that be the pressure tank before or after? I don't even remember. Anyways, the thing needs replaced. Not going to get too far into the details about why I've fucking that up so bad, but I am, so, okay. What was I doing? Oh, I'm making coffee. Let's see if I can get this in a position where it can film and not absolutely describe the condition of my current situation over here. Actually, let's do this. If we're gonna be full, here we got a bag of chips. We can just cover all this gross trash up with a chip bag. See how that works? See, now it's just recycling. It's how you solve problems. It's so easy. Okay, so I guess it's Sunday. God, time flies when you're, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Doing something. Trying to think, like, what did I do yesterday? God, I worked on that fucking air compressor for way too long. And by the way, I did get it fixed. I did get that thing put back together. It does work again. It's so goddamn convoluted and it's so wrong on so many levels. It's like, God. It needs an air filter, though. Changed the oil on it, which I think has never, ever, ever, ever been changed. Like, in the history of its life. Like, the oil that came out of it was so not oil colored that I put the oil in and then I ran it for a little bit and then I drained the new replaced oil out and it looked the exact same as the old oil. And then I put more oil. Like, I did 2 oil changes on it. And I could probably oil change it again and it would probably be ready for another oil change. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. Hopefully I used the right oil. Like, I kind of read up on it, and you're supposed to use a non-detergent oil because there's no oil filter on a air compressor like that. And what detergent oils do is they help keep the, what would you call it? The fine particulates that you don't want in your oil. Detergent oil will suspend that in the oil, and then when it goes through the system, it comes back to where the oil filter is and gets trapped in the oil filter. Where a non-detergent oil will sometimes be more prone to let the particulates that you don't want in your oil to fall to the bottom of the case and not circulate around with the good oil. That's why you use non-detergent in a like non-oil filter situation like a air compressor. Well, I found some oil that was older oil, whatever, not oil. It was just 30 weight. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I just used it. It's done. I did it. It's done. Did I get the... Why is my brain hurting so bad right now? Did I put the water in already? Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, I'm so asleep right now. Like, I was literally looking for the water, and I already poured it in. That's where I'm at. That's where we are in this scenario of mine that I've created. Okay. So, as we wait for the coffee to brew, which I desperately need, I got the you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, quote by Michael Scott. Quote by Ryan Gretzky. Anyways, what's this week's theme? I think this week's theme has been, well, much like all the other weeks of my life. Apparently, I started thinking about that. I think my life is turning into a warranty claim. Has anyone else noticed that? Like, my whole life is warranty claims. I swear to God, it's becoming all warranty claims. Like, so the first warranty claim of the week, about a year ago, I guess, I got up one morning and I stepped onto the ground to get up for the morning, and underneath my foot was my glasses, and I smashed them. And that's not good. So it was like, oh, guess I'm getting new glasses. So I went and got new glasses, and in my infinite wisdom, I was like, I'm just gonna get, like, there's a place in town where you can get like 1 hour glasses. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, I was able to wake up in the morning, step on my glasses, break them, make a few phone calls, get an optometrist appointment, go to the optometrist appointment, get a prescription from the optometrist, get my glasses made, and I was done before lunch. Like, I think about people who live in big cities where it's better, because it's always better in a big city, right? Like, oh, I live in a big city. You live in a small city. You must suck. There's nothing to do. I'm thinking, dude, I woke up, broke my glasses, got a script, got my glasses, and I was done before lunch. Whereas, like, I bet if you lived in a big city, that'd be like a couple weeks just to get the appointment. Anyways, my plan at the time was, I'm just gonna get these cheapies, just for the get something going. Then I'll go eyeglass shopping. Well, just the reality of everything and the eyeglass prices and the eyeglass everything is like, it was like the cheapies were going to be not that much less money than like not the cheapies. Like, get the cheapy frames and cheapy lenses and move on. It's like, well, for not much more, you can get like decent frames and then move on with your life. And then like for like $30 more, you can get these good lenses. Well, the original pair I got, I was like, I'm just going cheaps. I'll figure out later. I didn't get the scratch-resistant lenses, and bought them. They made them for me. I wore them, and like within like a day, there was a scratch in my lens because I just bought the regular lenses. I called up. I was like, "Yo, I got a question. Like, my lenses lasted like 48 hours. Can I upgrade those lenses? And they like, sure can. You just bring those back, pay the difference in the lens fee, and we'll put the scratch-proof lenses in with the 1 year warranty. And I was like, how's that work? Like, if they get any scratch within a year, we'll put new lenses in. And I was like, cool. It was like I had 2 pairs. I have 2 pairs of the exact same glasses. They gave me brand new frames because the frames were broken. Oh, wait, how's that work? I'll fast forward to they changed all that. Fast forward, and like 4 months ago, I took a ladder to the face, broke my new frames, took them as like broke my frames. Like, oh, yep, you get free frames. And I was like, well, while we're doing it, the lenses are scratched to shit. They're like, holy Christ, your scratch-proof lenses are scratched to shit. So they put new lenses in, and then 4 months ago was 8 months after I originally got my glasses. So my first pair of frames lasted 8 months before I took a ladder to the face. And then, my warranty was up on, like today, I think. Is today, what is today? Yeah, today would have been the 1 year anniversary. So it was like, let's get this bacon cooking. It was like, I had scratches on my lenses, so I was like, oh, I'll take them out and get new lenses. At least have a fresh pair of lenses for the rest of my scratched lens life. Went out there, I was like, hey, my warranty's getting up. I need these lenses replaced. The lady looked at my glasses, she's like, Jesus, we're just going to give you new frames too. These look pretty beat up. I was like, dude, the frames were 4 months old. Like, I really don't think... I joked with her, I was like, yeah, I thought about just snapping them in half and getting free ones, but like, that's not the kind of person I am. So like, she's like, no, we're just doing it. Don't worry about it. So they just gave me brand new frames and brand new lenses and sent me on my way. It took a half hour, and I was like, okay. So that's cool. That was the first warranty claim of the week. Jesus. Warranty! Obviously, the next warranty claim was the jack stand thing. Like that, it's so random how I came across all that. Like, there's like a sale going on at Harbor Freight right now. And like, there's a thing that they sell that I've been kind of wanting to get for a bunch of years, but like never really. Oh, hey Jeremy, it's not a tool that like. I mean, I obviously don't own one, so I don't like. I've never used one, but like it's always been the things like. Kind of like it's a tool that you have if you own a shop. You got a shop, you have one of these tools, and I've got I got 3 buildings worth of shop. I'm thinking, man, I should have one of these things. And like I've been thinking about it for years and years and years and years and years and years and just never really pulled the trigger on it. And it's recently come to my attention that like literally everything on the planet Earth, almost down to like walking outside, is going up $20. Like someone the other day was saying, yeah, it costs $20 to walk outside. It's just like, yeah, that's about truth. So like I'm thinking, oh man, everything's going up. Maybe now's the time to buy the tool that I never bought that I don't really need, but like it's going to get more expensive sooner. And I started like looking into the price changes on it. And, like this, what it is, it's a shop press, 20-ton shop press. It's just for pressing things. And you used to be able to pick one up at Harbor Freight at 20-ton for like 100 and like 10 years ago, maybe you could have got one for like 150, like on super sale. Maybe, I don't even remember, but like usually like 160, $70. Well, the regular price now is $250, and Black Friday, I think they had them down to like $200. And I missed the Black Friday sale because I was going to buy it on Black Friday. I kind of spaced it. And they had a parking lot sale this weekend where they had them on sale for $200. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to go grab one of those. And check the website, out of stock. And I'm like, what? So when I had to get my glasses fixed the other day, like the glasses fix place is like, I don't know, 2 blocks from Harbor Freight. And they're like, come back in an hour or we'll text you if it's sooner. And I'm like, cool, man. I got an hour to go to Harbor Freight and wander around, look at the tools. So that's what I did. Just went to Harbor Freight, wandered around. And while I'm wandering around, it's like, well, let's check out the situation on the shop press I want to buy. The sale started Friday and I was there on a Thursday, It's like, I'm here today, but tomorrow's the sale type of deal. And as we're sitting there, I'm chatting with the associates or whatever, and they're like, yeah, no, it was supposed to be on the like we were getting one, and it's supposed to be on the truck, and the truck was supposed to be here Thursday, that day, but there was a snowstorm in California, and the truck got delayed, and the truck's not coming until tomorrow, Friday, in the evening. They said if you come out at like 7 o'clock at night, we'll probably have the truck unloaded, and you might be able to get it, but we can't hold it for you. And I'm like, okay, like, you got your rules. That's cool, man. Like, enjoy your rules. And then me, I love a good deal. So like, I'm trying to figure out how to get a better deal on this thing. And like, one of the things that Harbor Freight's been sending me for months is like, apply for our credit card, 10% off your first purchase. Apply for our credit card. And it's not first item, it's first purchase. Whatever you put on there, you get 10% off. And it's like, okay, well, I've done that game before where like, you kind of load up on the shit you need on that first purchase on an in-store credit card to get the discount. And then you just kind of never use credit card again because I don't need a Harbor Freight credit card, I'll be honest with you. Like, but for 10% off, why not? No big deal, doesn't cost me anything. So I'm like, well, what am I going to get to like, is there anything else that because I'm like, I hate to admit it, I've kind of bought everything at Harbor Freight that's worth buying. I kind of already have it all. Like, just a few things. And so I'm wandering around the store just like, I know it's stupid, but it's like, if I was on a free shopping spree, what would I buy at Harbor Freight? Like, you're only getting 10% discount on top of the sale price. Like, what's on sale? That was the criteria. What's the deal, and what can I get 10% more off on the deal, so I can get a super bargain. I love me a bargain. I'm wandering along, and I walk through the jack section. I already own all the jacks, and I see these roller dollies that I've always wanted them, but they're kind of expensive, and like, they're just kind of expensive. They're really cool though. It's a kind of a roller dolly that you slide under the wheel and then you pump it, and it picks the wheel up on its own. You don't need a jack, so you can like stick four of them around the corner of a car in a matter of a couple minutes, and you can roll the car around. But I've got regular roller dollies that you jack the car up, put them underneath, and I've done that before. And that's fine. Got a few sets of those. But these pump jack ones I've always kind of wanted. And I think last year at SEMA, they came out with a new way to sell them where like, if you buy all four corners and you buy the stand that holds the rollers when they're not in use, you get a bundle package deal where it's like $170 or some shit off the standard price type of deal, which is a pretty good deal. They occasionally would put them on sale where you could get them for how did it work? I think they're like $130 a corner, and you can get them for $100 with a coupon. But the coupon's like one only, so you got to go back for 4 days. Like, it's kind of weird how they do it. The stand's $50, but they're Harbor Freight, but they're Daytona, and like I've been pretty impressed with the Daytona stuff. So like I'm not worried about the quality of them as long as you don't overload them. You can buy like GoJack, I think makes one. They want about $1,000, maybe $1,200 for their sets. And it's like Jesus, that's like $400 versus $1,200. That's like 3 times as much. Like, what does it do? Does it roll the car around? Like, oh well, okay. I guess you want the car to roll. Anywho's, so I'm thinking, shit. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I get those roller jacks and that fucking 20-ton shop press. Get the 10% off. That's gonna be like $60 off. The jack's on sale for $50. You buy the bundle. That's like $170 off. Pretty soon you're talking real money there. And one of the caveats on that pump jacks for the car roller is you have to buy them all in the same receipt. You can't be like, well, I'll get 2 today and 2 tomorrow. You have to buy 4 and the thing. You have to do it. And one of the things I was reading on the forums was like, quite often the stores don't have 4 and the stand. Crosstown's got 1 and we got 2, and the one over there's got 1. There's 4 total, and then like nope, you have to find a store that has all 4, and I guess it's kind of hard to do. And it just so happens that my store had the stand in a completely murdered box. It had been opened, but they had 1 left, and they had 3 rollers on display, and the guy said we got more in the back. So like they had that shit. So all I was missing was the 20-ton press that was coming allegedly on the truck. And they're like, and I'm thinking, God, man, like the stars are aligning. I'm gonna go pull this thing off here pretty quick. Like that's gonna be great. So I went out. I was like, I'm gonna do the Friday. They're like, well, you can either come Saturday morning at 8 a.m. when we open and try to get in line and get the last or the only jack or what the hell am I saying? The only shop press that we're getting, or whatever. So I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna go out like 7 o'clock Friday night and see if they have it. I mean, it seems like all this shit has to line up just perfectly. If one person came out and bought one of them things, I couldn't get the bundle on the 4 and the stand and all. So I went out there and let me rewind the story. So when I made the decision in my head that I was probably going to buy these rollers and this press, like, you know, me, like the thing I have to do next is I have to just start consuming content on those items. And I'd already been consuming the content on the shop press, like how all the mods and everything you do. Well, now that I'm making this knee jerk decision to buy these rollers, now I got to watch nonstop roller videos. So I'm just watching all these videos and videos and videos. And I've done it in the past, but I always do it right before, just so I can either change my mind or, you know, just it's just what I do. And one of the videos I watched, it auto played another video, and it went from the Harbor Freight, you know, roller car mover thing to Harbor Freight jack stands. And the dude was just talking about the new style of jack. He like, oh, I got some new jack stands, blah blah blah, just whatever. And in the comment section, I guess the dude bought the big ones, the 6-tonners, and he's like, yeah, I had 2 of the old ones because this guy did like Jeeps or something, and they had all these Jeeps in the air. They had some Jeeps that were like 3 foot in the air, these giant, huge stands. And he's like, oh, my buddy's Jeep in here. We just need something to put it up on the air temporarily. He said, I only had 2 of these 12 tons, and I needed 2 more. So I went to the store, and they had the new version. He was showing the difference. And the dude in the comments like, you know, you could take the old ones back and get your money back. And I was like, well, what is this guy saying? Like, I heard about the recalled ones, but I don't think any of mine. I think I checked all the numbers. I don't think any of my stuff's recalled. And so I like Googled into it, and that's where I found out that they were taking back the non-recalled ones too. And it's like, I mean, whatever. I had someone comment on the video the other day. It's like, dude, what's your problem? You didn't even fold the tabs in, because like the jack stands, it's a base, and the top part goes up and down. And when you get them, they come in 2 pieces. You're supposed to insert the top piece in. And there's a little metal tab you can press in, then it prevents you from lifting that top piece all the way out of the base again. That's all it does. It doesn't do any, there's no safety involved. Unless you're so stupid that you would pull the thing so high up it wouldn't be in the base. But luckily I don't suffer that level of stupidity. So I'd never have to worry about such a calamity. And this guy's like, you didn't even follow the directions. You don't even believe in safety. You just want yellow jack stands. I'm thinking, well, yeah, no, I wouldn't mind yellow. But like, it's not an issue of I only want yellow jack stands. It's disregarding the tab or not. They redesigned them completely. They got extra weld straps in them. They got extra fucking safety stuff. That's a far safer design. Now, even if the design of the ones I have, you know, hasn't had any alleged problems, like, do you think I give a shit? Like, hey, you got a thing that's kind of sketchy? Do you want a better version that's less sketchy? No, thanks. I'll keep my sketchy one. Like, Jesus Christ, get the fuck out of here with that, dude. That's insane. You know, it's like, obviously I'd want a better version. Who wouldn't? Like, I didn't, like, that's another one of these things, like, it's like people who get, like, all worked up because they warranty stuff. It's like, I don't write the fucking, I'm not Eric Schmidt from Harbor Freight. I didn't write the letter, and I didn't say we'd take those back. That wasn't me. I didn't demand it. I didn't call them up. I demand that you, no, wasn't me at all. It's their idea. They chose to do that shit. And if they chose to do that, why, like, well, okay, yes, please. Yes, please. So I'm happy with it. Now, what I need to do is I'm pretty sure that the old International is on a set of Harbor Freight big boy jacks stands. Which, you know, those obviously are working pretty good. But I need to check the SKUs on those and see what the SKU numbers are. And if they're on the you can return at your discretion, I will have to wait until I find a good sale, because, like, the trade-in price will not cover the full price of the new style at all. No. Like, those jack stands that I got yesterday, or 2 days ago, the yellow ones, those are $50 a box if you go down to Harbor Freight and buy them. That's $100 for the jack stands. And they only issued me $55-ish worth of credit. But they were on sale with that parking lot sale, so, like, you could get them, you know, for free, basically. So I just gotta keep my eyes peeled. I gotta check the SKUs, keep my eyes peeled, and then if they're on the list of at discretion, wait till the stands are on a sale where it'd be an even trade and go do it. I mean, I for sure would do it on the set that the Cobra's on because those are my jack stands and they're just being borrowed. I mean, I really felt like that would be. I just felt like it was a terrible idea to have Cobra owner crawling underneath a goddamn car on small jack stands extended to their full height. Like, I just think that's a terrible way to fucking do shit in life. That's why I bought those and like, here, use these while your car's got to be up in the air so you don't kill yourself. But if I can get those exchanged, obviously I'd take a better set of those. I can't remember what size the International's on there. I know they're big ones. I can't remember if it's the same size the Cobra's on or if we went one size bigger. I know there was a height requirement that was involved, but whatever. So that's interesting. What other warranty related shit is going on? So like 2 weeks ago, I had to warranty my Sawzall, my rigid Sawzall, because it just took an absolute shit on me. I got a video coming out soon involving that. Like, I've made the video, I haven't posted it yet. I was literally, what was I doing? I think I was doing something else. Oh yeah, I was cutting the hole for the the HVAC guy because that dude's just fucking hacking shit apart like a goddamn blind fucking surgeon. So it was kind of like, well, I guess I better do that so you don't like cut the house in half. So I cut a hole to put the vent through, or the return air, or whatever the fuck it was, and I was trying to open it up a little more. So I'm kind of just doing a side, like just running the saw, letting the blade just like kind of chatter across the top just to smooth it out. Just, and also just nothing. And then the motor's still running, and the blade's doing nothing. It's like, well, that's not good. Like, that's not good. It's definitely not supposed to do that. I know enough about Sawzalls that the blade's supposed to go back and forth. And it was like one of these deals where like on a normal tool that I would own that was just like, hey, that's my tool now, and I don't have a contract with a company that claims that they're going to work on my tool for free if I break it or if it breaks. I didn't tear it apart. I just instantly was like sending it in, like see what happens. So I sent it in, and like about a week later, I got an email. It was actually on Tuesday. I got the email. It said, hey, we took a look at your Sawzall. Yep, that thing's definitely broken. We just decided rather than to fix it, we're just going to send you a new one. What did they say? Shipping information will be arriving shortly, is what they said. Will be arriving shortly on Tuesday. Well, today's Sunday. I haven't got any shipping information. I have no idea what's happening at all. I don't even know if this is hot enough. I probably should have waited. No, that's good. So then I started thinking, okay, what are they going to do to me? Because, like, technically I own two Sawzalls from Rigid. I have an old school brushed that just is a saw that goes dicka 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 dicka. That's the old one. Then I have a newer, like Gen 4, I think it is, orbital Sawzall. And that one goes jiggity jiggity, and it also goes jiggity jiggity, like the orbital. Now, I don't know if you've ever used a Sawzall. You probably haven't, and that's fine. I don't expect everyone to use Sawzalls. But if you have the opportunity in life to make a Sawzall purchase for yourself, buy the orbital. Because the cutting power you get out of an orbital and a Sawzall is far superior to a standard. It's not even close. And I'm thinking, all right, wonder what they're going to send me, because they make, still to this day, they make two styles of Sawzall. They make a standard brushed, non-orbital, which partly kind of conforms with what I've got. I have a brush, but it's orbital. And then they make a brushless with orbital. So I was like, are they going to send me a brushless Sawzall? And I'm like, I don't care about the brushless versus brushed in my Sawzall. I really don't. But man, I better get an orbital. I swear to God, I will fucking lose my mind if they send me a non-orbital Sawzall. But I haven't heard shit from them. And it's like, whatever. I don't even know what to say anymore about any of this shit. Like, what else is going on? What else is going on in my life right now? I found a dude selling a flooring nailer on Craigslist for pretty cheap, and I'm kind of like, I'm not sure about it, because like I've been shopping flooring nailers for about 7 years now, looking for a used flooring nailer. I've actually went out and like held one in my hand. I made an offer on it. The guy refused, which is fine. because I have plans at some point in the future putting hardwood floors down in my by my fireplace, and like I need a flooring nailer to do that, so I'm always shopping. So the flooring nailer that I see right now is a dude. He's on the, I'm gonna call him after the live stream. He lives on the north side. He bought the flooring nailer. He put like a couple rooms worth of flooring in. Now he doesn't need it anymore. So like basically what it is, it's one of these Chinese flooring nailers that are becoming popular with DIYers because you can buy the flooring nailer for less than it costs to rent a flooring nailer for multiple days. The thing lists for like 200, but I think you can like you probably pick one up for like $120, I guess maybe. And he's asking 60, which is about half price. Claims it's done 2 rooms. Does staples, does T nails, and it does L nails. And I watched it. That's why I stayed up so late last night because I was watching. Like I had to research it before I went to bed, right? And some people are like, "Yep, good to go." Like one dude, the one comment that made me think maybe I ought to do it is like the dude's like, "I'm a professional flooring installer, and we run these things. We buy them, we bid them into the price of the floor because it's $100, and we use them until they die, and then we buy another one." And he says we get multiple projects out of them. It's just, and I don't know if that's like a real thing. But like I said, I'm not gonna turn into a professional hardwood flooring installer. Like I need something to do. I need something to do like my house, and it's kind of like that's what people were saying you could do. You buy one of these things off Amazon. I should have made toast already. You buy one of these things off Amazon, and then you put your own floor in, and then you sell it used, and you get your money back mostly, and it didn't cost you as much as renting one. So. I think one of the stories that I read, rentals are always different, but one of the stories I read about it was the guy said he started with a rental, and it was like a Home Depot rental high-end flooring nailer. He said it jammed on him so bad that he had to go to the store and have them unjam it, and then he started using it again, and then it jammed again so bad he had to take it to the store. And so the second jam, after they'd been working on it for 20 minutes, he just walked over to the they sell these at Home Depot too. He just walked over to the flooring thing and just said, "Fuck, I'm just gonna buy one." And he just bought one. I was like, and I'm like, maybe. So I haven't had much luck lately with Craigslist. Like a lot of the stuff I've been trying to buy is, I call them and they say it's sold. So like this thing may be sold. I don't know. We'll see. It's the nice thing about buying something that you don't need right now. It's like if I don't buy this floor nailer from this dude, I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna offer him $50. This is what I've decided, depending on how it looks. I mean, it's possible if I go to the dude's house and he has it there, and he demonstrates that it works, and it looks like it's in really good condition, I would probably be okay with giving $60 for it. If I go there and it looks beat up and like it doesn't seem to work right or whatever, like there ain't no way. So whatever. So that's today's adventure. As soon as I get done eating eggs and bacon. The first one I looked at was a couple years ago. I think it was a similar thing. A guy bought it was a really high-end flooring nailer to do his own house. And he was asking some insane amount for it, a used tool. And I think I offered him a $100 bill. I pulled a $100 bill. I was like, "Give me $100 for it." And he was like, No, I just keep it for $100, I'll just keep it. I was like, all right, whatever, buddy. Because, like I said, I'm not putting the floor in tomorrow morning. I don't actually need it. It's just something I'm going to do in the future. Like I'm collecting hardwood floor right now. I got almost enough to do what I want to do, but not quite enough. Someday. I wouldn't be sad if I got it. That'd be cool. Another tool for the collection, right? Professional collector's always collecting. Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed your thing. How am I? I'm doing all right, Jeremy. How you doing, bud? I don't know if you're still here or not. I'm sleepy. Dance savings time. What the hell's the point? Like, someone mentioned it, like, right towards the end of the night last night, and everyone's like, what? Like, one person's like, I'm moving to Arizona. That's it. I'm done. It's just, the whole thing is so, I mean, like, I'm totally convinced of this, and that doesn't call me a conspiracy theorist, if you will, but I am just absolutely convinced the whole point of goddamn daylight savings time is only to wear everybody down one more notch, you know? Like, a human being can only deal with so much shit. Like, you can't get upset about everything that's going on in the world and, you know, make it to your appointment on time and, you know, do the laundry and. There's no way to do it all. You can't do it all. And just when you think you get to the point where you think you can do it all, twice a year they're like, fuck it, we're going to change the time on you. And just like, it's like the record scratches and it like, you got to reset from all that shit. And I swear to God, that's the point of it. It's like a control thing over the plebes and us being the plebes, right? I'm gonna do one of these toast ones. I haven't done one of those in a while. I know that sounds crazy, but like all the bullshit. Sorry, in 2024, the bullshit concept that it's like, oh, it's for the farmers. It's like, dude, you obviously haven't seen a farmer farming because it could go dark for fucking 3 months as long as the crops grow and the crops would be farmed. Like, have you seen a combine in the field? Have you seen how that shit works? It's like goddamn outer space lunar lander lights and shit. Like the amount of daylight is not an issue. Ain't nobody ain't got to get up and milk the cows anymore by hand in a bucket. It needs, like, the craziest part of all that shit is changing the time doesn't add any more daylight. I mean, it kind of changes the. I mean, it's all relative. I mean, I guess if your children that have to go to school that starts on time are doing all your cow milking, whatever. Here's a funny story, though. I drove my truck the other day, and I don't talk about this too much, but I don't drive my truck. My truck does not go in the snow because they salt the roads where I live, and I refuse, just for transportation, to destroy that vehicle. I mean, I guess if something came up and it was like, hey, Elves, you're getting paid to do a thing, and you got to have your truck to do it, and it's snowy out, yeah, I probably would. But I don't experience that much in my life right now. So that truck doesn't go in the snow and the salt. I haven't drove it for a while. I'm not going to tell you exactly how long it's been since I drove that truck. I got in it to go to Harbor Freight in it, and I'm driving along. I was like, fuck, my clock's wrong. My clock was off. So you know what I did? I set my clock on Friday. 1 hour. And guess what I have to do now? I have to go back and set my clock back. I'm like, god damn. So based on my math, I think I made it like a half year without driving that truck. Does that sound right? How many times a year do we change the clocks? Yeah, exactly. So what I think I've decided is I'm going to put that air compressor that I fixed in the lower garage. I have a little tiny one for pumping tires up. It doesn't work very good. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on the other one today at some point. See if I can make it run a little better. Do an oil change on it since apparently you're supposed to change oil on those things. Whatevs. Don't ask me, I don't know. I think that might sum up most of yeah, that's most of the update. I think is right there. I think I just updated that. If you got Harbor Jack stands or Harbor Freight Jack stands, you still got till the end of today to get them exchanged out. It's crazy that video I put up would have been the other day talking about turning them in. That thing's got over like 1,000 views already. Some crazy amount. Oh well. None of my bees waxed. I don't know, I kind of feel like finishing up early because I do want to go take a look at that nailer. So I might end the stream. I got a couple things I got to do before I go. Plus I streamed yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's stream, go ahead and check that one out. It was me trying to fix an air compressor and it didn't go well. There'll be an update to that coming soon. All right. Hey! Look at my cabinets, you weirdos. All right. Well, go fix something, go warranty something, go make something. How about that? That'll be the new theme. Fix something and warranty something or make something. Peace! I'm out. Oh yeah, I found out thumbs up is the new fuck you. Did you guys know that? Apparently, I just found that out. The world is getting strange. Stay safe. Peace!